Hopefully, you guys can hear me. First people into this room, let me know if you can hear me. I'm just trying to get my camera a little bit better angled. All right, can you hear me okay? The three people that are in the room. Can you hear me all right? Okay, thank you. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. As soon as you get in the room, please hit the like button, guys. I appreciate it. Well, I told you. Get ready for a bumpy ride. Here we go. I didn't lotion my hands, so excuse me. My hands are very dry. This reading is called Wag the Dog, and it's a Trump related reading. What's going on right now? I hope that I'm not going to be buffering. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, guys. Hold on. Sorry about the wait. Um, Guys, nobody has permission. I'm cutting up one of my business cards here because I didn't put my title here on the live streams. Nobody has permission to use my videos. You can't post my videos on your channel. You can share the link to my video with people because that will traffic them to my channel. But you don't have permission to post my videos on your channel. If I find out that you do, I'm gonna do what I have to do to take care of that. So I think that was unclear to someone in my latest video. But you can share my videos with your friends. I encourage you to do so because that's sharing the link. But you can't post my video on your channel. That's a problem. That's stealing my content. Okay, if I can't get paid for it, baby love, you can't either. So please hit the like button. Let me do my spiel, guys. You know that I'm in kind of dire straits here with my channel, and I do need your support. So make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell. I will be posting another reading probably later tonight, early tomorrow, regarding this subject, some more information. So you don't want to miss that. And as well as that, I need your support, so please become a Patreon subscriber, guys. Support the channel, or you can donate. There's a donate button on the home page. Um, and please share my videos with your Facebook friends if you know that they're like-minded. Okay, that being said, now let's get into the reading. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year. Um, the Knight of Wands was on the bottom of the deck, and basically, I went into this reading pretty inspired. I was watching one of my favorite readers, and their reading was about Trump, and they don't even know it. And that's the reading I'm going to redo for you from the Trump perspective later on, either this evening or tomorrow. Inspired by that and watching the news and everything that's going on. And my last video, which didn't make sense to me because I was so not really infiltrated in all the political overseas lingo, is making sense now. So please make sure to watch my video that I posted yesterday or the day before. Um, it's called The Storm on the Embassy. Okay? So please listen to it. It's going to make more sense now that everything is unfolding. And the question that I went into this reading with, or that I posed to the cards, if I can see where I wrote it. What did I say to the cards? Oh, what was Trump's reason for killing Qassem Soleimani? Okay, and what was Soleimani? I'm probably saying his name wrong, guys. I'm sorry. What was what did he do or Iran do to make Trump respond by killing him and attacking him in this way? Okay, because they're all up in arms. Iran is up in arms, saying that we killed one of their generals, and so we're in a state of suspense. Do you remember the hangman that I kept talking about in my last two readings? Okay, we're in the hangman moment. We're in the state of suspense. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands. I'm using the Thelema Tarot deck today, my best friend's deck called the Partner Future Partner Reading Cards. Locate these cards by going to the information in the description box of her description box, as well as Sibylla and Davina today. So, okay, guys, I can only do so much information. I can only come from my own perspective, so I'm just going to give you the energy of the cards. It's all here for you to fill in the blanks and to share with all of us, right? Those of you who know more. The Knight of Wands was on the bottom of the deck, so it's the overall theme. It's about rushing into involvement. This is a matter that it could involve a fire sign energy, someone who carries out commands, a second lieutenant or general. This is probably um, Salome. Uh, Salome. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. All right. So it's probably him, this military guy right here. It could also represent Ambassador Pompeo. I see hasty rushing into a situation and involvement, putting an idea into action with confidence behind it. So this whole thing is very intentional. The situation has a lot of fire and intensity right now, and it can burn out as quickly as it started, or it could last for a long while, depending on interest developing and developing interests. It has potential for either. It's an aggressive move in answer to a response or a challenge. So I guess that's Trump's actions. Um, Remember, as apply it how it'll resonate. It should resonate. So these two cards here represent. Oh, hey girl, you're welcome. These two cards here represent why Trump did what he did, why we attacked or he attacked. I'm not going to use we. Why he chose to attack croissant salami, salome. Not going to get that name right, guys. And what the justification for these actions were. So we have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords. So this is the outer expression why he did what he did, the reasons that he's going to give to us. Love you too, Lachan, my girl. How you doing? Happy New Year. And um, and the Two of Swords represents his inner reasons and motives for what he did, why he did what he did. So the Seven of Swords is outward and right in front of our face. This is a sneaky move and a tactic. Um, Cyber warfare, spying, all that stuff. We were someone is being two steps ahead, right? This is a plan. This is something that's planned out. There's malicious intent. Um, though it appears spontaneous, right? With the Knight of Wands, it appears spontaneous, but in actuality, this was a well thought out and crafted plan by very clever individuals or a clever individual. I see spying, and I also see assassination. He looks like a ninja, right? I also see hidden motives lying beneath the surface, buried, covered up. A lie to deceive and to cheat, to avoid getting caught red handed because one is guilty, and to avoid the consequences of legalities, to sidestep an issue and to find an easy way out. All of these are meanings the Seven of Swords can represent. So Trump is sidestepping, trying to avoid getting caught and trying to avoid getting punished for legal wrong. Um, I'm going to be buffering. It looks like I'm going to be buffering. I don't know if it's my area or something darker. But when I buffer, I'll just pause. Stay tuned. I'm just waiting so that you don't miss anything. His real reasons for doing what he's doing is located in the Two of Swords energy. This is a strategic plan, but a plan to create illusion. You see the moon? A plan to cheat, to lie, to create uncertainty, and also denial. When you have the Two of Swords, you're not looking at something. So this is how he will avoid getting caught or cut. This is a clash of interest that's present in this energy. And this isn't what he wants. Someone doesn't know what they want. They're indecisive. He doesn't want a war. We don't want a war. Yet, even though decisive words aren't said, in this energy, you wind up taking a position anyway. Okay? Even denial to decide or to choose is a choice. So you take a position anyway. So there's like it's very subtle and crafty. Even if you don't think you are taking a side, you anyway. Illusion, uncertainty, and denial to avoid getting caught, getting cut, and a clash of interest. The Lenormands used here from the future partner readings that clarify these two cards. We got the to clarify the Seven of Swords. We got the ship and the dog, as well as the child and the scythe, clarifying the Two of Swords. So I'm not a Lenormand expert. That's why I use my friends' cards, because they clarify what the Lenormands means, give you shortcut keywords, also give you good time frames to utilize in multiple ways, not just for love readings. So you see I'm using it in a political reading, and I think it's helping a lot. So anyway, the child and the scythe. This is saying that this was a childish plan, an immature plan, or the decision of a child. And we know Trump is always referred to as a child, right? The baby in the air. Um, a child's decision to cut or to kill or to end something, to excuse his wrong behavior, and to avoid getting caught for it by causing confusion and uncertainty. So we don't look at it or confront it honestly or deal with the facts. Instead, we're imagining like a child, like the Seven of Cups below, which you don't see. Well, the moon can be imagining. Um, Instead, we're imagining incoming dangers and threatening energies. And I feel it's a tactic. I feel it's deliberate. I feel it's psychological. The ship and the dog is a friend overseas, a friend abroad. That could be Pompeo. A friend overseas, a friend abroad. I think that's Pompeo. Ship can represent movement and change. Maybe this change, this action, is to create friends by loyalty, by pride. Why? Because we're loyal to our country. So then maybe we'll be loyal to Trump. And I feel Trump is the child who wants to avoid an ending or getting cut. He wants to avoid being impeached. The child. So it's in the cards, pretty clear and pretty literal. Going to the Iran side of the reading, ooh, I can't get too technical with you about, because I don't know much about the mechanics of overseas politics, but I wanted to know why, Trump took this action. And this is what I got, okay? And and I always go to what I know and understand. It gives me the message that I can convey, and I'm always like more tuned into the emotion and the energy rather than the actual physical mundane energy. But let me do my best. Ten of Wands and the lovers. Lovers can represent a Gemini. It also can represent a major choice or decision. Sorry, guys, if I'm not answering your questions. I don't look at the chat while I'm reading because it distracts me, and I have enough distraction dealing with the buffering. So I just don't pay attention. Please talk amongst yourselves, okay? So going to the Iran side of the reading, we see something is being buried. It's being buried deep. Something's going on that they're creating in the soil or the sand. This is Iran's, or whoever it is this guy Solomon represents, okay? His country. Something going on that they're creating or burying in the soil or the sand. Things that they have planted that will come up later. And there's a heavy task and decision to make. And I feel this difficult decision or task is shared amongst close alliances. Someone who has a deep bond or who's in bed with Iran. I'm going to say Iran because that's why I understand it to be. But again, I could be wrong. Apply it to the country that this is supposed to apply to. Excuse my ignorance, guys. Um, the Ten of Wands signifies coming to the end of a journey, and you're about to start something new, a new task, a new journey, new trip, whatever. Something new is about to begin. And this new thing starts with this major decision, and this major decision to join forces or to ally and start this new quest, fulfill this new purpose. I feel it's a war cry that's being made. But again, these are words right now, words that can turn into things. Something has been done, it's been completed, it's been accomplished. The consequences that come from having carried out that goal. And there's a joining of forces, a consolidation of forces and energies and lives to take us on. There's a lot of strain and pressure on them to make a decision to do something. When I clarified the Ten of Wands, I got the coffin and the cross. Hmm. So something is definitely buried, right? I got the buried energy here and buried energy here. There is something buried that causes conflict. It's dangerous. I think the action that Trump took, Trump feels that it's going to end more than one burden in his life because the cross and the coffin can represent as a combination the end of worry, transformation, and change on a psychological, energetic, or spiritual level. The cross can mean organized, religion, devout. There's not a lot of room for tolerance here. You can get indoctrinated, it's pretty strict, indoctrinated into ideologies. Well, Trump does that, they do that, all these dictators do that. But I feel like they're consolidating, this is from the Iran side, that they're consolidating now forces, believers, right? Extremists, soldiers on the ground. And there's something that they're putting in the ground. Something that's come to an end, something that they're putting in the ground that brings about end or signifies an end. They're deeply in mourning for this guy. Three of Swords below. When I get to this part of the reading, I'll move the cards up, but right now I still want to stay in this section, so I'm going to keep the board here. I think this is the burial of Solomon. salami, bologna. Um, my bad. The coffin is something that is buried in the ground, but it's not just the body. I believe it's also wishes, desires, and intentions and things that have wishes, desires, and intentions upon them and within them. A bullet with your name on it, right? Things that have a purpose and a direction. It can take flight and burst in the air. I think these are missiles or rockets or nukes or something. I don't know. Stuff in the ground. And that might have been why actions were taken to end this guy, or the justification utilized to end him, to kill him, or to assassinate him. Someone use the right terminology. Now, the coffin and the child are connected. So I think that they want to kill, I think they want to kill or end Trump, right? Because the child would represent Trump. Trump represents America too, unfortunately. So the two are intertwined. They want him impeached. I think they do want him impeached as a nation. I think they want him impeached. They want him dead. And they want Americans dead. They want to make it so he and we can't live, create, evolve to our full potential. Will they retaliate? I would say yeah. They feel pressure as if it's their duty, their spiritual duty. There's a lot of pride here that you can't see. There's another card present. It represents strong pride and ego. And they want to cause the child great pain. The child's next to the side. Um, and that could be America too, not just Trump. I almost feel like I'm getting the impression. I don't know if you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, the last season when Larry David, this HBO show, Larry David was he felt like he had a curse on him by a Muslim leader, an Ayatollah. I think it was called a Fatwa. That's what I'm getting. Like there's a fatwa on Trump and a fatwa on America. That's what I'm getting. Wow. So that means, by definition, that is as some Islamic. We have the religious, right? The religious extremists um, putting a fatwa on us, basically, and the foundations are being laid right now. The foundations are laid via religious dogma and control to stabilize friends. We've got the anchor here and the rider. To stabilize friends and extreme loyalists and to send messages in form as well as words abroad. So, I hope that makes sense. Um, the next part of the reading, hopefully my board doesn't fall. I'm just going to readjust. Give me a minute. Okay. Are you guys following me? Is everybody hearing me okay? Is the buffering too much? All good. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Where are we at? Why? So, man, I want to go over here. So this section of the board here, just trying to stabilize my board. Okay, so this section of the board here represents what the retaliation is going to be from the Iranians to America, to Trump, behind killing Soleimani. And I've got the Three of Swords, clarified by weakness. A minute, my cards are all stuck. I've got the Seven of Pentacles, challenging, with the Victory card. And the Hermit with the Trap reversed and further clarified by Speranza reversed. So how will they retaliate? How will Iran retaliate towards America for the killing of Soleimani? Okay, based on what I know, and I can't get too technical, I'm just seeing the energy of being hurt, very hurt. So maybe they feel hurt by us, something that they've been cut off from, something they've been separated from, sad. This is a card about mourning and grieving. So again, burying someone. A funeral is definitely here. And it looks like they're sad about this guy's death. They're really upset. And I'm seeing revenge. Revenge taken, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Weakness, however, tells me that there's deep insecurity caused by painful cuts. This could be the sanctions that have been upon Iran, and it could be something else. Deep insecurity caused by painful cuts or caused by this death. The actions taken have caused deep wounds in the relationship between America and Iran. The diagnosis is pretty bad, possibly fatal for some, and it's impossible to fully heal. So the rift, the separation, any type of bonding or relationship, I don't see there being any kind of mending fences. It says it's pretty doggone bad. Diagnosis, it looks fatal or impossible to heal. All right. And then, you can't ever heal the Middle East. We're never going to resolve this situation here in the Middle East anyway. Maybe it's talking about that. Um, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this is our energy. We're waiting, we're planning. Seven of Pentacles for me in political readings always kind of first makes me think about our representatives, our senators, especially our conservative senators, the Republicans. So there's waiting and there's planning and discussing amongst our senators, reevaluating how to claim a victory or make this a victory, make this a win. We see this, or they see this, as a victory, and they're waving the flag, the American flag, as such, right? Coming off like we're victorious before the war is fought or even won. Republican senators may see, and Trump may see this as a way to victory, to election victory in 2020. I think they're okay with the situation. Some of them, yeah. Some of them are okay with the situation. I think there are senators, however, that are deciding if it's worth it. Is it worth it, Miss Seeley? Is it worth it? Because this is going to take dedication to develop and to achieve. But in the long run, I don't think that we will fall in defeat to Iran. I think that we would be victorious over Iran. But as individuals, these senators, these political players need to really evaluate what they're doing, because I do see a fall from grace and position for them. Where is this likely to end up? As far as, oh, hold on, I got to turn the stove off, guys. Hold on. I burned it. All right, where was I? We got the Hermit, the Trap Reverse, and Speranza. Y'all know I don't like this card. This is a scoundrel. Either way you turn him. If he shows up, let him go. Don't mess with him. So, I mean, when I read these political readings, I get so bummed out because the energy of these people, I wouldn't last a minute in these pit of vipers. I wouldn't last a second. They drain me immediately. Their negativity and their lies and their deception is overwhelming. This is all all political figures. But there's a withdrawal. Okay, so this is Iran's card, so I see a withdrawal. I don't know how that will play out, but I see like a pulling back. But it's only a pullback to deeply reflect, to plan. This could be the leader, the Ayatollah. And I feel like he's in careful thought. They're planning something major. Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel like they're planning something major. That's what this leader is doing. And some of our senators are planning something major too. They need to they need to think about this. They need to be wise. They need to think about this. They need to be smart. They need to take good advice. There's a lot of pressure to carry something out. You can't see it now, the Ten of Wands. There's a lot of pressure to carry something out, bring it to completion. This plan, or orders, or I don't know. There's pressure to carry something out and thinking long term, carefully about it. About the effects, about the consequences. Is it wise to continue to back this scoundrel? The trap reverse is someone who's dishonest, self-dealing. They lie. They're guilty of betrayal, treason. And you can't make a deal with this person. If this represents Trump or this represents them, you can't make a deal. They're just too shifty. They're just too shady, man. Just too shady. Can't make a deal because they're a known liar, a known culprit, a known scoundrel, and they're ready to betray. They already laid the trap. They sprung it. This was his trap. He sprung it. That's Trump. Well, I'll fight for my country. Now, always put my country first. That's the loyalty by proxy. That's the whole point of the Wag the Dog. Your dog is your friend. In a time of danger, the dog is your friend. So, it's a way to get your friends back, to get them on your side. That's why he's doing this. How will we? So, did I answer the question? I mean, it's. I feel like he's planning. He may pull back. He's planning. He's thinking something over, and he's planning something major. And he doesn't feel like he can do a deal or trust our energy or Trump's energy. And we can't trust their energy either. Speranza as a final clarifier, land and sea. I'm seeing water, I'm seeing land, dry land and sea. We are in trouble and peril over land and sea. The time for bonding and diplomacy is over. This is a bad long term investment. Senators, that message is for you. Do you still want to continue to back this guy? Just so you can get a victory, a short term victory, because it's not going to be a long term one. You're being warned by spirit. There's little hope of success with any talks. Yet I see some kind of withdrawal. I don't know how that will play out, but that's what I'm going to say. Now, how will America respond to their response or whatever they do? And right now, as an activity, um, I'm seeing more planning, consolidating. They may send raiders, right? They may um, send out raiders, like they're like terrorist attacks, that type of thing, or something that's undercover or hidden. Um, that's all I can get for you guys. Maybe something else will unfold later, and we'll go deeper. Okay, but it's based on my own understanding of these energies. That's all I can pull it together to mean. So how will we respond? We've got the when I say we, I mean America, and I mean Trump, to their retaliation tactic um, or actions upon us. We have the Seven of Cups and the Anger card, the Four of Pentacles, and the Tenderness card. And then two cards fell out to clarify this one. We have the Page of Cups with the City House and Waiting. I'm just going to lay these here. All right. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups, we're confused as a country, as a confused minds, confused minds, confusion, scattered interests, right? There's no consolidation. There's no plan. There's no fucking plan. And we can only imagine how this is going to turn out. And we're imagining the worst. There's no concrete plan. Anger is someone who's got a snooty attitude and an ego up to, as high as Trump Tower. But this big ego is confused and scattered. Trying to anticipate what this person will do is the focus. And he's needing reassurances. Trump is. We, a collective, are needing reassurances, and we're getting reassured, right? But what we're being reassured with promises that are a challenge to carry out, and not necessarily that we can count on being carried out. I'm going to try to end this real quick because I think I'm going to be interrupted. But I hate that. I hate that when I have to rush. I'm going to miss something. I feel like he's handing out, Trump personally, he's handing out promises and assurances to others, maybe to senators, maybe to these foreign governments, maybe to foreign friends, whatever. He's handing out promises and assurances. He's trying to appear secure But at the same time, he's holding back true feelings. He's holding back money. He's holding back resources. And I feel like there's energies here. This could be us, the collective. This could be Republicans. This could be the Iranians. This could be people who are trying to talk to Trump or deal with Trump. I feel like these energies feel stifled and controlled. They're in an insecure place. This could also be our military forces on land. They feel very insecure where they are, right? They're stationed wherever they're stationed. They feel insecure, but they're in station. They're in station, um, some kind of a base, um, an emotional base. They feel stifled and controlled, and they're all getting assurances, but those are the assurances of a child. See, we have another child here, child here, child here. They're the assurances of a child. There are forces that are trying to contain Trump's energy, to put a lid back on this Pandora's box that he's opened. But the child, again, is expressing his emotions, his true feelings, and his desires, which come from a self dealing, entitled place. This could also be someone trying to talk to him or reason with him, to reach out to him. This could be someone who he trusts. It could be Ivanka. It could be someone else that he trusts, and just represented by this child card. They're trying to talk to Trump to contain him, I guess. Because he's already acting rogue. He's not acting within the confines of Congress. They're acting outside of Congress. They've already cooed our government, guys. You know that, right? They've already cooed our government. I mean, where's the outrage? I'm still waiting for it to start. But just to sum it up, the anger card rules over. The anger represents ego ruling over common sense. Pride is an issue, and there are malicious actions promised. One is being mocked or is mocking. There is energy that creates subterfuge intentionally and on a whim. The person doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's Trump. Tenderness says others are trying to help mend and fix the situation. People are reaching out to try and heal the situation, but the situation can't be healed, man. This shit is fatal. A death sentence. Rush to involvement is not advised. Think it out. Take some time to think, but it's all right. The die is already cast. I feel the situation is unavoidable, and that's going to make itself known in my next reading that I'm going to post soon, either later tonight or early tomorrow, okay, that I was telling you about. The one that inspired me to do this reading now, because I think we're headed towards something pretty major. Um, but this tenderness card is about others trying to mend or help the situation, making promises and reassurances not only to Trump but also to the collective. But I don't think we can. I don't think we can take those promises serious. They're the promises of a child, an insecure one at that. Trump, I don't see getting what he wants as an outcome. America, Trump doesn't get what they want, at least not in the short term, right? Right now, he has to wait. This could be a waiting period for Congress, the daily routine to resume, for Congress to come back from holiday. Um, but I feel like Trump is delayed from acting. There's setbacks and delays, and there's a resolution shortly coming, could be coming from Congress. Congress makes a resolution. And as a result, Trump will have to wait. This resolution causes delays and setbacks around him. So that's where I'm going to leave the reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, found it insightful. Please make sure to leave your feedback, leave your comments, and join me on Patreon. Support this channel. Keep this channel alive, guys. There's forces that don't want it to circulate. So I'm counting on you to circulate me out there. Don't post me on your channel, but please share my link with your friends, okay? God bless you all, and God bless America. Bye. You're welcome.